When an individual's interred and when they have dirt straight on top of them, everything is pretty much as it was. The face was very carefully covered. I mean, it's really, really well preserved. Spend a lot of time checking the bottom of the stones just in case I've either missed a bone or there's any evidence of a jewellery or a brooch. Last thing I want to do is throw it over there, so. If this area, which it must have done because the bones are in really good condition, has stayed pretty consistent, so there's not been extreme drying out or extreme wetness, it's probably stayed very similar. And I imagine it's to do with sort of the corn brash, and it is drainage in a sense. And then we sample around the stomach pelvis area. We can pick up if there are any gallstones or bladder stones. If it's female, then we can see if there's any in utero bones, so evidence of pregnancy. But that is why I'm going to start stuffing soil in bags. Babies have more than 100 extra bones. As you age, the bones end up fusing together, and you estimate how old based on that. But the fusion process sort of completes between the ages of 20 and 25, the clavicle actually. So this bone is the last bone to fully fuse, and everything to me looks fully fused. So I would say sort of mid to late 20s. I have always been in love with archaeology. My mum was an anthropologist and she did archaeological digs when she was younger, and so she used to take us to some when we were little, and I fell in love with the history of who we are as people and where we've come from. I've revealed it, I have to photograph it, write my notes on the burial, and then I can lift it. I'll put some more of these tags in the ground. So I take a load of photos from different angles all the way around, some close-ups, especially of the bendy femur. Once I've done that, they'll be able to create a 3D model. Well, I think the most important tool any archaeologist needs is a good trowel. This is what we use to do the bulk of our definition of things, and then you can start moving into the finer tools once you start to see some of the bones. So the first tool that we move into is a leaf trowel. So it's a bit more heavy duty, there's not a lot of flex in that. And then for the more delicate bits, we have this leaf trowel, which is a bit more flexible and certainly a lot thinner, narrower, can get into more places because it doesn't take up quite as much room. The most useful non-archaeological tool in your arsenal will most definitely be a spoon. And then for good measure, no archaeologist is complete without a paintbrush. I mean, it doesn't look good. Almost even looks like there could have been a fracture in here. There's definitely some damage there, which might explain the bowing from that perspective. But yeah, I mean, all of this is sort of remodeled bone, and it's obviously been trying to compensate for the damage. It looks like it'd be quite painful.